Mr. Steele, I am going to hold you still hold you in summary criminal contempt.
The judge in Young Thug's RICO trial orders the rapper's attorney to jail for contempt.
How did you get that information supposedly from my chambers? Did somebody tell you?
I'm not. You should have told me. You got 5 minutes.
This happened after lawyer Brian Steele refused to tell the judge how he found out about a meeting between the judge, the prosecutor, and a state's witness. Steele's lawyer is here with what's next for him and Young Thug's trial. I'm Anjanette Levy, and this is Crime Fix. It was a crazy, wild day in court in Young Thug's trial. On Monday, it started with testimony from Kenneth Copeland, who goes by Little Woody. Copeland wasn't really into testifying, despite being given immunity by the prosecution. He spent the weekend in jail after refusing to testify on Friday. Copeland took the stand on Monday and let it be known that he wasn't going to do it.
And Mr. Copeland, good afternoon. Do you want to be here?
Ma'am?
Do you want to be here?
I'm here.
Okay. Well, are you going to let me ask you some questions?
Okay.
How old are you?
Grown.
Okay, what does grown mean?
I'm an adult.
Okay. And when you say you're an adult, what number in years are you?
I plead the fifth.
So after that, Brian Steele let the court know that he found out that Judge Earl Glanville, prosecutors, and Copeland with his lawyer met in chambers without members of the defense teams, including Steele, present.
I was told, based upon information and belief, that when we arrived at 8:30, 9 o'clock today, we did not come into your courtroom until almost 11:30. And what I found out just recently, this is not waived, is that supposedly in chambers, this honorable court reporter at times, honorable court at times, district attorney or district attorneys from the DA's office, as well as investigators, sheriff deputies, Mr. Copeland and his counsel met together. None of the defense team, to my knowledge, was aware that this was going on. It was told, based upon information and belief, that it was told to the district attorneys that Mr. Copeland intended to plead the Fifth Amendment.
Can I interrupt you just a second? I'm kind of disturbed because that's ex parte. All that was an ex parte conversation. How did you find out about any of that?
Now, this seems really unusual that a judge...
Don't worry about how he found out. Y'all in the wrong, bro. And he's right to bring that to y'all. You know what I'm saying? Especially to you, judge. You're supposed to be upholding the law. Boy. Come on, man. Don't worry about how he found out. He's right to find out, and he's right to tell you about what's going on. Shit.
Would be meeting in chambers with the state's witness and the prosecutor without a member of the defense team there. But Judge Glanville was furious that Steele found out about the meeting in chambers.
So I understand that you're upset towards me, but I don't know what I did.
Mr. Steele, I still want to know, how did you come upon this information? Who told you?
What I want to know is, why wasn't I there?
Yeah.
Why,
sir, I'm going to hold you in contempt if you don't tell me who tell me who this information was coming from.
I don't want to be held in contempt.
Well,
I'm
then,
not answering that question. That's attorney-client privilege information. I am not answering
attorney-client privilege. Unless you were in my chambers, that's the only way you can figure out.
I
tell you what, I'm going to give you 5 minutes. If you don't tell me if you don't tell me who it is, I'm going to put you in, I'm going to put you in contempt, because that is not attorney-client privilege.
Attorney work-product privilege. I am not.
How did you get that information supposedly from my chambers? Did somebody tell you?
I'm not. You should have told me. You got 5 minutes.
Glanville actually ordered that Steele be thrown out of court for the day over Steele's objection and the objection of his co-counsel.
Well, I'm going to hold you in contempt, and you can think about it. 5 o'clock today, we'll see where you are at that stand on that point. Because no, that's not what I understand the rule to be. I've not asked you sum and substance of what was said. I asked you how you got it.
Mr. Steele, baby, like my boy Proctor, holding it down.
I can't do that.
Yes, you can, because I have an idea how you got it.
Well, your idea may be wrong.
I have an idea how you got it, but that's improper, sir.
Your idea may be wrong, and you're asking me to... Listen, I told you the first time, and I'm not going to breach that confidence.
I don't want to hold you in contempt, but this is that serious.
Judge,
you cannot eavesdrop and get information that was not... not meant for you to hear at that particular point in time.
The prosecutor on the case, Adrian
Well, how's he eavesdropping if somebody told it to him? You know what I'm saying? Somebody y'all had confidence in dropped the bomb on and let y'all know what's going on. Come on. You know, he's supposed to be present. Or somebody from his staff supposed to be present at that meeting. What it sounded like to me.
Love said there was nothing improper about what happened with this ex parte meeting in chambers regarding Kenneth Copeland being held in contempt.
We certainly have the right to request ex parte communications. That's why we ask that the court reporter be present. This is a matter that the defendants did not have a right to be a part of, as this was a matter regarding a civil contempt that the court imposed upon a person for not obeying the court's directive.
Now, it seems like even the prosecutor thought that this could be an issue. Adrian Love asked that Steele be allowed to return to the courtroom.
We would ask that the court fashion a punishment for the contempt that affords Mr. Williams the right during these proceedings while court is in session to both counsel for both of his counsels. For Mr. Steele to be present in the courtroom, he can still be held in contempt. But for Mr. Williams to have representation of both Mr. Steele and Mr. Adams while court is in session, and that the court's remedy does not affect his ability to have his counsel of choice represent him during this trial.
Now, later in the day, and I mean the evening after 7 p.m., attorney Ashley Merchant came to court to represent Brian Steele in this contempt matter.
Judge, just for the record, is it criminal contempt that you held him in?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, and you said you had a hearing earlier today.
With criminal contempt, I told him what the contempt was, and that was he refused to order the court. If counsel, as you know, if the court orders you to do something and you don't, that's criminal contempt. So I've asked him several times, please just tell me who it is that told you. I didn't ask or inquire about anything that was said. I just want to know who it was. Okay. Because he's got too much detail of this particular alleged conversation for the court to be concerned about.
Alleged.
So,
And Judge, since it is a criminal contempt, he is entitled to due process. He's entitled to a hearing, entitled to an actual show cause, entitled to the allegations actually written, entitled to a witness list. We're entitled to present our own witness list and notice of that.
Criminal contempt is different. It is on the spot. So he's gotten the due process he's going to get. That's on the spot. I told him. Plus, he's had all day to tell me who it is that is it. So a little different, Ms. Merchant. I'm going to disagree with you, but
Well, and
okay.
Judge, just for the record, it's that's direct. So what you're holding him in is in direct criminal contempt.
Yes.
The issue with the direct criminal contempt is whether or not to actually hold a hearing now, whether or not it needs to be held immediately. And the problem is, if you hold him in direct criminal contempt, as you're saying that you did, you are a witness to that proceeding. And so it has to be referred to another judge. Doesn't require recusal. You actually have to sua sponte send it to another judge because you are a witness to the proceeding.
If you're anything like me, you are always cleaning up a mess, especially with pets and kids around the house. So having cleaning products, especially sleek spray bottles like this one, is an absolute must. Didn't matter one bit. Judge Glanville held Brian Steele in contempt.
Mr. Steele, I am going to hold you still hold you in summary criminal contempt pursuant to OCGA 15-1-3, subpart 3, for your failure to comply with my earlier order today. I'm going to order that you be taken into custody, incarcerated at the Fulton County Jail for no more than 20 days for this contempt. Those 20 days consisting of every weekend for the next 10 weekends. And you'll be reporting to 901 Wright Street Northwest, Atlanta, Georgia, 30318 at 7 p.m. on Fridays. And you'll be released on 7 p.m. on Sundays. And it's to commence this Friday, June the 14th at 7 p.m. and not to end until Sunday, August the 18th at 2024, 7 p.m. Subject to further order of this court.
Now, after the judge...
How you going to do all that, man? The judge trying to sabotage the case, dog. You can't do all that, man. Didn't man in jail because he ain't want to tell you something. Now he got to go to jail every weekend. Come on, bro. That's a sabotage, man. But I need a lawyer like this, man. We all need lawyers like this, man. Remind me of my boy Proctor, man.
Judge said that Brian Steele was going to have to spend his weekends in jail. Steele had just one request.
Can I ask a question?
Sure.
I'm going to file a notice of appeal, but for whatever reason that doesn't take, and you don't give a bond, then I'd ask that I can be with Mr. Williams and we work on our case all weekend, for all those weekends. Otherwise, I can't prepare. I speak with Mr. Williams all the time.
That's up to you.
That's a
but
real
sir,
lawyer,
I
boy.
will, sir, if that comes to pass, you have my support. I will talk.
Yeah, baby, come on. He want to spend time with his man. Come on, man. We all need a lawyer like that, bro. Lawyer willing to lay it down for what he believe in, bro, for his client, dog. Whatever he getting paid, he worth all that. Come on, man. Yeah, man. We need lawyers like this, bro. We all need a lawyer like this. I want a lawyer like that, man. And Mr. Steele, my new, you know what I'm saying? That's my neck. That's the next Johnny Cochran, man. That's my neck. You know what I'm saying, man? He ready to lay it down, bro. Go to jail for his, man.
With our sheriff, and we may be able to make that work. Okay.
And this entire thing has turned Brian Steele into a hero of sorts among defense attorneys.
They better get it together, bro, because, you know. But, yeah, we won't get on thug free anyway, bro. Like, come on, man, with all this nonsense. I'm going to keep it real, man. Let him loose. Let him loose, man. Y'all doing too much now. Y'all trying to sabotage the case. Just doing stuff that they say can be reversible. So, you know, do what you got to do. But if y'all get a conviction, this little mishap that happened this week might overturn the conviction. But y'all already know, man. It's your boy No Tack. We in here. We gonna check out. Hey, man, listen here. We in here, man. We in here, baby. Let's go.